So come hang with me while I make some freshly baked or popped popcorn. I said baked, I didn't mean that. Let's do this. And while we pop this popcorn, let's talk about 2024 and all of the different changes that it brought for me. So yeah, I decided to do my 2024 review before December 31st so that, I don't know, hopefully inspire somebody else just to kind of look back over. This year was pretty amazing, yet some sad moments, and I was put into isolation by God in so many ways, and I'm going to talk about it. So this year I took my faith to a whole different level, and I'm so happy about it. And in that process, a lot of things happened, and it opened up my eyes. So honestly, this is probably for somebody who has decided to take a more strict route in life, actually being even more concerned for your soul than you were before, and give you kind of like my eyes view. Even though I understand that everyone's journey is different, I do get that. There are some similarities, and I had to kind of like ask God to bring people, or maybe bring TikToks, or just people, sisters to me, just to kind of relate, just so that I know that I wasn't like alone in this. I'm definitely not saying I'm better than the next person. Everyone's faith walk is different, and everyone has free will and free choice to do what they choose to do. I decided to take my faith to a different level, which meant rejoining the church, which I was always born and raised Kojic or Church of God in Christ. And I finally found one. This coming September will mark 2 years where I found one that I was really looking for. It wasn't until my grandmother, Lily Mae Johnson, passed away, and her funeral was so awesome. I had to have that back in my life. So I found a place called Freedom Temple, Church of God in Christ, and when I walked in that first day, I knew that was the place for me. I have never been one to use bad language, not here lately. If I have, it was like a long time ago. Just certain things I felt like were not ladylike, in my opinion, for me. And, if I had and going there, the way that they teach and preach, you definitely felt some type of conviction and wanted to do better for yourself if that's what you want. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. That's just mine. And joining and being around these sisters, learning from them, just kind of being quiet and watching my tongue and things like that, and just being real cognizant of things, as well as using in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. And everything that I do, I felt resistance from people who I thought were friends, people who I thought were just always going to be cool with me. And it's crazy because they never really said anything, but their actions always showed. And I do have a discerning spirit, and I do feel vibes, so I know when Funny Style's coming along. And it was a rough fight. There were days that I cried. Now that's the faith walk. I also got involved in more with United Negro College Fund. I was on the planning committee this year, which was super awesome. Shout out to Shamika Anderson, who called me and asked me to be a part of it. This next award was the 5-mile walk I did for the women's department at my church. That was super awesome. As well as my new members class, which I take very seriously. Sister Burns was my teacher. I hope you guys have a great 2025. God bless.